Priya.
Okay, we are already 4 minutes past 3. So good afternoon, everyone. And once I get a confirmation from the president, I will be more than happy and glad to start my conversation with you. Before that, let me give a quick introduction. My name is Vishal Kumar. I'm a co-founder of MSMEX. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I'll let you know a little more about myself during the course. I'm so thrilled and happy to talk to all of you coming from Madurai and a city which is called the City of Temples. So happy and honored to be here.
Vishal, shall I take the lead? Shall I?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Very good afternoon to everyone who have come here, who are united in virtually. We are united to hear the manner and style of financial planning from Mr. Vishal. Now, every good afternoon. Again, I do render my thanks to all the people who joined on the request of us to make to get into the introduction of Vishal. Prior to that, I just hand over the mic to our president to make extend a warm welcome to all the people who are the participants like that. Okay, President, can you? Sir, Muruganam, sir. Hello. Hello. Sir, Muruganandam. Hello. Hello. Okay, let him come. So it is my pleasure. It is rather a pleasure to me to introduce the speaker of today's program, Mr. Vishal Kumar. Mr. Vishal Kumar. He actually, having seen his profile CV, I'm wondering. First, the thing is, he has a rich and rich experience on this financial area. He was earlier with PwC, I understand, and then that's it. And then Kellogg's. He had a very rich experience with all the main sector. PwC is the prime of in national wide, and he was with PwC for quite a number of years. And he's graduated from in the discipline of BCom. I think it's a commerce graduate. And now that earlier I was fortunate enough to hear the lecture of him on the topic of very charmful topic I had. It is fortunate, I feel, on behalf of the participant. I thank Mr. Vishal Kumar for having accepted and come to us in sharing the knowledge about what is under the banner and style of financial the planning or requirements for MSME. And then ACM Paints, Kellogg India, Watchguard, the Cadbury. So these are all the areas, companies with which he worked earlier. And he's highly, in my perception, he's highly illustrious. The way how he spoke, he's going to speak now, will give, it's going to be an eye-opener for the people who are really attending this show and how one has to plan for his financial requirements. So in that sense, in that score, I'm also very eagerly waiting to hear from Mr. Vishal and his knowledge in the area of GST and budgeting, financial controls and risk management and the regulatory affairs of treasury something it is all required now because you have to work on regulatory measures which was put forth by the government and we should be aware about and what are the things and with the knowledge only you can get into the financial the deeds and all. In that sense, the 1.5 hours is going to be financially vibrant and you will be enriched with the financial aspects of the entire gamut of knowledge in the area of financial requirements. In that sense, I take the opportunity. I take pride in introducing Mr. Vishal to this in the August gathering. One renowned person in the financial planning. Vishal, before handing over the floor to you, I'll check with my president to formally welcome all the participants.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
President, are you on the line? President?
Yes. I'm on the line.
And now the floor is with President Mr. Muruganandam. He is our president, and he is in the plastic industry, of course, working on FRP, and he did a lot of turnkey projects for Kudangulam and then ISRO, and the gamut of work what he has done under the in year FRP, particularly on turnkey projects to the vendors like ISRO. Almost he had an access to all. Vijay Coach is a pioneer in Madurai. The way how he contributed to the industries on projects is something worth mentioning here. I take may I now request the President, Mr. Muruganandam, to formally welcome the audience. Sir, President. You can be in Tamil.
Thanks, Mr. Jagan. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம், இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். இது உண்மையிலே இன்னைக்கெல்லாம் ரொம்ப பிஸி ஜெகன்மோகன் சார். ஏன்னா காலையில் ஒரு செமினார் பயங்கரமாக அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணி கிட்டத்தட்ட 85 அட்டெண்டீஸ். இது எங்கள் இதில் ஒரு பெரிய நல்ல இது கேதரிங். இப்போ அடுத்து உடனே 3 மணிக்கு இன்னொரு மீட்டிங். 2 சப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்குமே ரொம்ப அருமையான சப்ஜெக்ட். உண்மையிலே இந்த ஃபினான்சியல் பிளானிங் எவ்ரி பிஸ்னஸ் சுட் நோ அப்படிங்கிற இந்த செமினாருக்கு வருகை தந்திருக்கும் சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் விஷால் குமார், சிஏ ஃபைனான்ஸ் அட்வைசர், கோஃபவுண்டர் எம்எஸ்எக்ஸ் அவர்களையும் ஏனைய பயனாளிகளையும் வருகவென்று அடிசியா சார்பாகவும் அடிசியா பிஐசி சார்பாகவும் வரவேற்பதில் மிகவும் பெருமை கொள்கிறேன். இன்றைய இந்த வெபினாருக்கு வந்திருக்கும் எங்கள் கோஆர்டினேட்டர் ஜாயிண்ட் செக்ரட்டரி மிஸ்டர் சந்திரசேகர் அண்ட் டிடி இளங்கோ மற்றும் எங்கள் இசி மெம்பர், அதர் டிக்னட்டரிஸ் அனைவருக்குமே எங்கள் மடிசேவின் சார்பாக இனிய வணக்கத்தை கூறி இந்த ஃப்ளோரை திரு ஜெகன் அவர்களிடம் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thanks, President. Thanks for the welcome. We feel elated. So one remark I have to say in this occasion. So the entire show is here only because of one person, that is Priya, who has done a lot of work. We have to recognize her presence here. Thanks, Priya, for all the things what you did. So if at all it is brought to the ground reality, is only because of you. Thanks for all the things what you did. Now the floor is with Vishal.
Thanks.
Thanks. Vishal, you can.
Okay, so once again, good afternoon. Vanakkam, pranam. My name is Vishal Kumar. I'm a co-founder of MSMEX, and a big round of thanks to the president of the association. Certainly a big thanks to the coordinator. Thanks to Priyanka from MSMEX team and other people from MSMEX. A big round of thanks to all of you for such a warm and kind introduction. I would like to talk a little more about this subject, and let's make this 1 hour very, very interesting for all of you. And if you guys have any of the questions, please help me know how would you like to do it. You will put it in the chat, or you would like to raise hands, so that let's have the rules set. Because I generally talk a lot and interact with you. Looks like chat is not enabled here, so maybe you can raise hand and I'll allow, or maybe the moderator will allow. So give me this clarity and then we'll quickly jump onto the subject.
Vishal, we'll ask the people to raise their hands at the back end of the session. On the seeing that, and we'll allow them to unmute. I'll unmute them. Then let them post questions. On that, you can answer to it. Okay.
Perfect.
That's
super. Thank you. And I'll share the screen now. We have a beautifully designed presentation for you. We will talk about why financial planning. Everybody knows about it. Still, people are not doing it. Why people are not doing it, and so on and so forth. So, taking this opportunity to quickly share my screen. Okay. Can you confirm that you are able to see my presentation? And then I'll quickly start.
Yes, Vishal, we are seeing.
Okay, so financial planning everybody talks about. Today, I'm gonna talk about not just financial planning, but also what is financial discipline as such. Why you need financial plan? Is that something a chartered accountant should do or your accountant should do? Or what is the real secret behind it? Why every business owner who is making a financial plan is always successful? And if I look at the overall demography of your association, all of you are coming from different industries, be it textile, iron, steel, capital goods, export, import, minerals, real estate. So all of you are coming from different background and different businesses. So it is imperative that something like this as a financial plan you should understand. Okay, so let's start this. This is a quick coverage which I have just spoken about, and I have a quick introduction about me. Yes, I don't look as great and handsome the way it is shown in the picture. All the credit goes to the background editor. But some of the credentials, some of the known logos, or some of the known companies I have worked with or I have been associated with. I'm a chartered accountant. I have been a CFO of a couple of companies, financial controller, tax head of Asian Paints, Kellogg's, and Wockhardt. I got an opportunity to work and lead the GST implementation project for Ministry of Finance way back in 2013. I worked with ministry at their ministry office in North Block. I have worked and designed some of the aspects of GST policy and processes. So you can say some of the good things or the bad things in GST, I'm responsible. I have got an opportunity to work with big brains and bright people of the country. And that's one of those reasons I kept on traveling to Chennai, because Chennai the Chennai team of ministry was one of the brightest and finest people I have seen. Superb, intelligent guys. So my love for southern part of India started from those days.
Sure.
If anybody who is not on mute, I request to be on mute. R. Nithisa, if you can be on mute, my friend. Thank you so much. So nice of you. Okay, so this is a quick introduction. I have actually trained commissioners and bureaucrats during my time when I worked for ministry. And then I jumped out to working with all these companies. I have also worked for a consulting company other than PricewaterhouseCoopers, which was primarily into small and medium entrepreneurs. I was head of business there. And today I'm sitting in front of you as an entrepreneur. I am a co-founder of MSMEX. And today I'm connected to all of you in the capacity of an entrepreneur. And if I take this opportunity of 1 hour of not just talking about financial plan, but interacting with you more on the lines of what entrepreneur goes through. All of you are business owners. Some are running smaller businesses, some are running big businesses. Respect to all. The point is today I am not just a coach, but a coach who is an entrepreneur as well. So let's gear up and start the discussion of something which is called financial planning. And I always start it with what are the traits of an entrepreneur? I know right now I can't get your answers from the chat. In that case, I'll request our moderator to help us. But I want to know, let's say you get this matrix on the x-axis you have growth, on the y-axis you have sustainability. You want to sustain growth. Everybody wants to say like that. So which quadrant you want to sit in or be at? A quadrant, B quadrant, C quadrant, D quadrant. I know I can't see your response. Maybe once you type it on the chat box, I'll request the moderator to let me quickly know that in which quadrant most of the members wants to stay. Are you able to see my screen, everyone? One person can confirm.
Yes, the screen is perfectly visible.
Okay, perfect. And in your opinion, in which quadrant you want to sit?
That would be D quadrant.
Okay, thank you. And I suppose that everybody wants to be in D. So let's look at how you can be in D. And that's exactly what we do a mistake, that we want growth, but we at times are not able to sustain. And let me give you an example. The example is 85% of celebrities and sports person in the world. I'm repeating myself. 85% of celebrities and sports person in the world are not able to sustain their money they have earned in a shorter period of time, and they are not able to sustain it beyond 5 years. And that's a Google research. And why they are not able to sustain it? Because they never plan for the wealth. They never plan for sustaining the growth as well as the wealth. And that's the reason you keep on wondering that a very shiny star or a sports person loses his or her charm within a couple of years and vanishes to nowhere after their either a declared retirement or because of non-active participation in their business. So let's look at what you can do as an entrepreneur, or what you generally have as a trait to be an entrepreneur. And let me tell you, it's an opportunity for me to welcome all of you, to say that all of you as business owners and entrepreneurs has a vision. You guys are creative. All of you are very, very optimistic. You are awesome risk takers. You guys are aggressive when you have to gun for big numbers. You want sales, you need to motivate people, you want to go to bank and raise money. You guys are aggressive. You work with speed. You are so much agile that you keep on changing decisions based on the requirement. And most importantly, while you are creative, you are innovative as well. You innovate on your service offering, you innovate on your product design, product offering, value proposition, and everything. And all these put together creates a growth in business. If you guys agree, one of the person can and tell me you agree to these traits, and all of you can relate to it. One of the person can unmute and say, yes, I agree to these traits and I relate to it.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, may I know your name, please?
Sonai.
Sorry?
Sonai. Sonai.
Okay, so nice. Okay, so nice. Thank you so much. So nice of you. So this is exactly what every entrepreneur can relate to it. That they are creative, they are risk takers, they are restless, they are uncomfortable till the time the business is not growing, and that's the beauty of every entrepreneur. So by having a growth related elements, you can certainly be in quadrant A and C, but you need to reach to D. So the most important or the other important element is how to sustain this growth. Some of you must be knowing it. Some of you, I'll request you to start getting to know. So sustainability of any growth comes with planning first. Thereafter, getting into a detailed approach. Your overall doing business should be process driven. You have to be very, very precise. Now you will say, I'm creative. I have no idea about the future. How can I be precise? You can be precise by having research done, by doing the right planning of resources, planning of money, planning of marketing, planning of demand, supply, product costing, and so on and so forth. You want to be a risk taker, but be a data informed risk taker. Have an aggression in your behavior, but have a conservative angle as well. And while you are innovative and creative, have a rule-based approach. And if you have these elements, you will be able to sustain the growth that you always desire. And by having these two kind of things, where you can reach to quadrant D. And stay there. Here I am not talking about financial planning. Here I am talking about your trades, entrepreneurs' trades. You will want to grow. A lot of elements are there in your behavior. You generally adopt occasionally. But for sustaining the growth, you have no option but to do planning. You have to have detailed approach. You have to have precision, data-informed risk, and so on and so forth. And while you have all of this, you need to focus on these 4 boxes. You have to educate yourself financially and be a planner. And when I say educate yourself financially, it does not mean enroll yourself for chartered accountancy course. Don't do that. I never want to say that. You can educate yourself financially by taking webinars like this, by taking master classes and power series that are organized by MSMEX. You can also educate yourself by reading books if you like reading. Don't educate yourself by talking to your friend or a business community member, because that financial education will be biased, that education will be limited. Okay? So I suggest and request, find any financial professional, keep discussing your points. And while I'm recommending that have a financial advisor around you, does not mean that you should only talk to the chartered accountant you have been talking all these years. Evaluate any financial advisor. It could be a chartered accountant, that person could be a MBA, could be anybody else. But that financial advisor has to really understand your business need and help you. And that's the reason I'm saying you that you have to educate yourself financially. And while you educate yourself financially, keep an open mindset. Open mindset in a sense that some of the things that you do not like to do in your business, possibly you have to do. You like spending money unnecessarily. You possibly need to stop it. You like only buying it from one supplier. You possibly need to look for other options as well. So you need to have an open mindset. Let me also touch upon some of these elements called financial fears and financial issues. These are 2 different things. Okay, let me take a couple of minutes here. Financial fears are individual fears. So say, for example, I will lose out of money. I don't know whether I'll get tender or not. Whether I will make profit this year or not. Should I get into this business or not? Should I get into this contract or not? These are financial fears. And every individual on this earth has some small or big financial fears. And how you can avoid these financial fears is by planning right. Okay. And I also want to talk about financial issues and realities. So those financial issues and realities, some of the examples are, you do not gel with your business partner. Your business partner, whatever you say, business partner never understands this. It's a financial issue. Yeah. There is a legal court case going on. It's a financial reality. Uh, the quality of the product is not good. It's a financial reality. You are running out of capital. It's a financial reality. Your cost is very, very high. It's a financial reality. So it is important that while you do financial planning, accept financial fears and understand financial realities. Now, some of you will be thinking, if I have these financial issues in financial planning, what's the point of doing planning? So the beauty of financial planning is you can factor in financial fears in that. You can factor in financial realities and issues there. So please keep in mind that if you want growth and you want to sustain it at whatever level, you could be a person doing a business of 5 crore a year, 10 crores a year, 50 crores a year, or maybe 500 crores a year. Important point to note here is, irrespective of the size of the business or type of the industry, financial planning is a must, because it is going to sustain, it is going to let you know what is coming in future. And I am doing financial planning for a lot of clients. When I was in Kellogg, big companies do financial planning, and they have dedicated people to do financial planning. That does not mean you also hire a person. That's not the intent. The intent to tell you is it is important. Even if you do it at a smaller scale, we will today understand how you can do financial planning at a maybe a smaller cost, or possibly by putting some hours. Let's do that. Okay. And always keep consulting financial advisors and professionals. And again, I'm repeating, financial advisor does not mean your traditional chartered accountant or accountant or an advocate. It has to be a smart guy. It could be somebody, your chartered accountant also, or some person who is thinking like a business. He's not thinking like a compliance or just doing some bit of financial planning. Okay. Let's move to some of these questions. Read them comfortably and let me know, when you think of future of your business, do you really think of these questions, that what will be my business value? What will be the business valuation after 2 years? If I keep working like this, how much of cash inflows or outflows will come after 3 months? What will be the salary cost? How much profit will I earn? What market share I will have? And most importantly, can I benchmark my business to industry sector or any of the competitor? So can some of you unmute